Have you ever wanted to become rich one day? Have you ever wondered what the secrets were to becoming rich? Or maybe what the bad habits are that keep certain people poor? It's not something like being lazy or not working hard enough. It's something that only an exclusive group of people know about. And I'm going to tell you what it is by sharing with you the painful and amazing story. Adam grew up in a very poor household with his two sisters, his mother, and his grandfather. He became particularly close with his grandfather because his real dad passed away when he was young. His grandpa would do all the normal dad things with Adam, like give him advice, discipline him, play catch with him, and he was the most important person in Adam's life. But one day after school, Adam came home and he noticed that his grandpa was having some trouble walking. So the family decided to take him to the doctor's office. And after some x-rays, he was told that if he ever wanted to walk properly again, he would need hip replacement surgery, which was something that the family could not afford. So over the next 5 years, Adam watched his grandfather just sit in a chair, rocking back and forth, getting older and older and weaker, and eventually he died. The moment when Adam was looking at his grandfather's coffin at his funeral was when he decided that he wanted to become rich. Money would have prevented this, Adam thought to himself. Money would have solved this problem. It can solve my future problems. Money will make the pain go away. Adam literally associated not having money with unhappiness, death, and despair. And he associated having money with happiness, life, and vitality. But there was a big problem. Adam had no clue how to become wealthy. He was just a regular guy. So the next day, Adam started learning all that he could about business. He started watching YouTube videos, reading books, reading blog posts. He was trying to learn everything that he possibly could. But they all kind of said the same thing, that it takes years of dedication, hard work, and discipline to build a real profitable, sustainable business. But Adam didn't want to wait that long. He wanted to start making money right away. So eventually, he discovered the world of daytime investing, where he would invest money into high-risk stocks for the chance of making or losing a lot of money. And the reason why he did this was because he would read stories. And after some time, Adam actually started to make some money. He would buy a stock at $1,500, then sell it for $1,800. And within seconds, he would make $300. And after 6 months of both winning and losing, he saved up around $25,000. Adam really liked his results, but this kind of do something very dangerous. One day, Adam was online and he saw an opportunity to invest in a stock that looked like it was about to go up. He was going to invest the normal amount of advertising about how much he could make if he invested all of his money into this. He imagined waking up the next morning and seeing the stock price go up to $80,000 or $100,000, literally change your life. These thoughts raced through Adam's brain and it released a bunch of dopamine chemicals. And it was in this blissful imagination when Adam invested everything he had into that one stock. He felt the rush that he had never felt before. To calm himself down, he did some normal, boring, everyday stuff, like some chores, some gardening. He would wash his car, he would drive his sisters to and from on that stock. He logged onto his computer, opened up the stock market, clicked stock price, had risen to $50,000, which meant that Adam had made $25,000 in a single day. The feeling that he felt in that moment was indescribable. He could literally feel the excitement and the adrenaline from his toes all the way up to his head. The only thing that he had left to do was to hit the sell button. Once he did that, he would officially make the $25,000. But before he pressed the button, he figured about how that particular stock was projected to go up even more. And based on his limited knowledge that he had learned through the books, the graph looked like the stock could still be a year ahead. But once again, Adam started imagining how much more he could make and how quickly he could become rich, which was his only goal. He just wanted it right now. So Adam decided to hold back on selling the stock. And he waited until the morning. The next morning, Adam gets out of bed, grabs his laptop, opens up the stock market, clicks on the stock, and within 9 hours, blink of an eye, everything was gone. And that feeling of having nothing hit Adam really hard because it immediately reminded him of his grandfather's death, and that dark, sharp pain quickly returned. The way this story ends is actually very surprising, but before I reveal the strange ending, I want to take a second. Adam is an example example of someone who did something incredibly good and something incredibly bad. And the bad thing that he did is the simple habit that keeps a lot of people poor. The good thing that Adam did was that he invested in himself. When he had no money, he started watching videos, reading books, talking to people. He had incredible initiative, and you do need this to become successful. But the really bad thing that he did was simply, if he liked or not, he took a lot of risk without having the proper amount of knowledge. He wasn't able to think rationally, all because he was very, very impatient. If you have the mindset of, I want money right now and I want to make it with the least amount of work as possible, then you won't take the time to actually become great at something. It all takes time, so be patient and give yourself a chance to succeed. Going back to Adam's painful story, he actually never became financially rich, but he did start a very unusual business. He realized that the main reason why he wanted money so bad was because he was trying to fill the hole that his grandpa had left in him. He thought that money would make the pain go away. Through this discovery, he became obsessed with understanding the psychology behind dealing with death. And from this, he started a business where he would coach and help other people deal with the consequences of losing a loved one. He never made out to watch the unbelievable story of my friend Ben.